Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Josie. For today's video, if you haven't noticed the whole getup, I'm going to be doing a Valentine look. I saw this on Pinterest and I decided I wanted to recreate it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do it. I've already done all of my skin prep in advance, so let's jump ahead to our foundation. Today I'm feeling a bit fancy, so we're going to be using this Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. We're going to pump it at the back of our hand, 3 pumps with the foundation brush. You guys, I really went my whole life thinking I was warm toned because I'm Asian, and up until I moved to New Zealand, I've been using foundations that were way too yellow for me. And this is actually the first foundation that I bought in a neutral undertone. And I was like, I'm a neutral. I'm not warm. What the hell? I think a lot of Asian girlies can relate. They've really gone their whole life thinking they were warm toned just because they're Asian. But girlies, your ethnicity does not define your undertones. Okay, let's jump straight to bronzing. The reason why I'm not really focused on perfecting the nose contour is because I'm just bronzing it up, and really we're gonna fix it up later with some baking. Now it's time for the blush. I'm gonna be playing with a new product today, and this is the Westman Atelier blush stick in the shade Poppy. Look at how rich that is. Love it. Oh, look at that. So pretty. And with this Rare Beauty blush brush, I'm gonna pick up some of that and apply it. Just putting it right below where my pupils are, and then extending it all the way to where the tail of my brow ends. So the reason why I'm doing this instead of putting it straight into my face is because I've never used this product before, so I have no idea how pigmented this is, and I don't want to shock myself putting it straight to my face and then I can't fix it. I have to blend endlessly. So there you go. And you might be wondering, Josie, you look a bit crazy with that blush. Your hand thingy didn't really work. And I know, I do kind of look crazy. The blush kind of looks crazy. And really, this is the main reason why I like to do my concealer last. So because I can clean up any excess blush, any excess contour or bronzer that I do. Pro tip. And to continue on our train of fancy, I'm going to be using this Hourglass Vanish Concealer. This is in the shade Pearl, so it is a bit lighter. That is the reason why I'm only going to be putting a tiny amount, like so. And then with our beauty sponge, blend. And I really like to blend my concealers with a beauty sponge because it soaks up any excess product that we don't need and just really makes my under eye less cakey. Also pat where you put your concealer and it just blends nicely together. Love that. And I'm going to do that with the other eye. And I really want to focus it just within this inner corner. So when the light hits us, it's focused in the center of our face and it makes our face smaller. And then we're just going to go ahead and quickly set the under eyes and the whole face, and then do the powder blush, powder contour later on. We're going to do the eyes next after we set everything. My eyes are going to be much brighter because I'm going to be using this airbrush setting powder from Charlotte Tilbury. And just make sure you're blending the concealer really well underneath all of that. And then with a powder puff, make sure you're looking up when you're applying this. Then we're going to go ahead and grab our fluffy brush and make sure to set the whole face. So now we're going to go ahead and focus on the eyes. Jump scare. Okay. So with this NARS pot concealer in the shade Tiramisu, I'm going to go ahead and grab this flat concealer brush that I have not used before. This is from Zoeva. I'm just going to grab a bit of product and clean up the eyebrows. With the same concealer, we're just going to drag it down onto our eyelids and use that as a primer. And with the same powder that we used to set the face, we're just going to use that again to set the eyes. So for the inspiration pick, she didn't really do a lot on the eyes. She just went ahead with that heart and then put some bedazzles. So I'm going to be using this Norvina palette that I got from Sephora. They didn't really have reds. I'm going to be using this fuchsia shade right here. Okay, time for the magic. She didn't really do a lot. As far as I can see, there really wasn't eyeshadows before she put in the heart. So it was really just the heart and then bedazzling it with some rhinestones. So we're going to go ahead and do that. First, we're going to go ahead and outline the heart. And I have this warm nude BYS palette. And then I'm just going to grab this deep burgundy shade here to outline the heart. So it doesn't have to be perfect. The point of this is just an outline where we can put and pack the eyeshadow in and put the bedazzles in. So I'm happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this fluffy pencil brush. And then with my Norvina palette, I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. I don't really have another red, but I do have this like fuchsia red, which is D5. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. And then I would pack it first onto the side and then blend inwards. Like so. Pick up some product, tap any excess, and then just at the edge, pack in and then drag inside. So we're going to continue that. Again, don't worry about messing up anything. We will be cleaning that up later. And of course, the rhinestones will cover up any mess that we make. Love that. This is really super easy to blend though. I mean, this palette, so I wouldn't really worry too much if you might have put too much because it's really, really easy to blend. See? And then I'm going to go ahead and grab the color D4, that one, and then just blend that with the color. So just make sure you're blending until you don't see any more harsh lines. I am loving how that's turning out. And with a bigger fluffy brush, I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that everything is all good to go. Blending it, making sure there are no harsh lines or anything like that. And I kind of want to like add a bit of a highlight to the heart. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this white eyeshadow from the same palette and just apply that into the inner part of the heart, like so. Now we're gonna go ahead and apply our rhinestones. This would be way, way easier if you have a rhinestone pen, like so. I have mine in pink. So grab your rhinestones, get that ready. And then to make the rhinestones stick, I'm gonna go ahead and use an eyelash glue. I'm gonna start from this side all the way there. So I'm going to start with that. Start bedazzling. This also does not need to be perfect. And then just repeat the process. Apply the rhinestone and just repeat the process. Glue, rhinestone. So really just focusing on making the outline first before we add the extras later on. Here. Girl, so that is what it looks like. So really just outlining the heart and then putting on some rhinestones everywhere else. This really would have been way better if I had different size rhinestones. See, I might want to do just like an inner corner kind of moment. So I'm really liking how it was just looking with just the two. So yeah, I just kind of just prefer that, just like an inner corner type of moment. So let's continue the rest of our makeup. Let's set our bronzer, do blush, but only on this side maybe because this would be your blush. I'll be using this Too Faced bronzer again. And I'm gonna use that same bronzer and then just go ham on that. And then I'm grabbing my loose powder from Laura Mercier. Baking. Like so. Let me go ahead and do the rest of my eyes off camera. In that inspo pic, she did have a bit of like shimmering going on. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this Rare Beauty eyeshadow stick. This is in the shade Integrity. And we're going to do that on the same inner corner here where we place those two mini rhinestones. I love that. This just adding a bit more glow to it. If you want, you can grab any metallic shade. This Warm Nude palette has a metallic shade. Just add a bit of. And then we're gonna do our lashes off camera and head back for the end. Girl, let's wrap this up. I just did my lashes off camera. Let me just wipe off this bake and then do the final steps. Effortless, love it. We want the eyes to be the focus. We want to keep the lips simple. I'm gonna grab my Makep Beauty lip liner and then my Makep Beauty lip oil. And then we're gonna go ahead and do our blush. I'm gonna be using this Armis Beauty blush, which is also kind of similarities to the powder, to the cream blush we used earlier. Just a little bit. I'm gonna tap it with my powder. And with our trusty One Size Until Dawn setting spray, we're just gonna go ahead and make sure that stays in place. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this mini tutorial, mini get ready with me. If you are liking these videos, please don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, and of course, comment down below. Let me know what you want to see from me next. And of course, don't forget to follow me on all of my socials. Thank you again. I really enjoyed doing this Valentine's makeup look. I can't wait for Valentine's. I hope you have a lovely day.